Hello, everybody. I'm Psychos Everywhere. Hope you're all doing well. I came across this story today about a transgender athlete, so I knew I just had to talk about it because my bro representing, you know, showing how tough we are, beating up women. Gotta love it to a degree, right? At least. It's kind of funny, at least. All right, I'll start the
To
video
be a
right now.
champion footy player, it helps to have the athletic weapons of size, strength, and a mighty kicking boot. Hannah Mounty certainly ticked those boxes and was in demand by the top clubs to play in the Women's AFL. But the AFL said no. It decided she was ineligible for its competition because at 6'2" and weighing 100 kilograms, she was too much of a physical threat to her opponents.
You hear that? She's 6'2", 100 kilograms. For those of you who don't know what 100 kilograms is, that's 220 pounds. And she's 6'2" and 220 pounds. This person, if they were from America, could be a football player. I mean, my God, I'm 6'3" and I weigh like 180 pounds. This bitch weighs more than I do, is more muscular than I am right now. And I bet I could take most of the women in that sport, and I've never fucking played it. Yet I'm sure I could still do it.
For months, AFL administrators assured Hannah she could play in the new Women's League. Then, on the eve of the draft, they had a change of heart. Suddenly there were concerns over Hannah's size and strength and the safety of the other players. But here's a contradiction. The AFL has no problem with Hannah taking to the field in Canberra's local league. Do you accept the AFL's argument that you do have a size advantage over some of your opponents?
I think the biggest issue is not necessarily that I'm too big or too strong now. It's more, okay, you're already big, you're already strong, whatever. But what if you were to get into that elite training environment and they were to build you up, put on an extra 15 kilos and you just push everyone aside? But physiologically, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, physiologically, that's just not gonna happen, guys. That's not a thing that happens. I mean, it's not like he already outweighs everyone in that fucking sport. Being 6'2", that's a big ass dude. I'm sorry, lady. My bad. That's gonna take some getting used to. So an extra 15 kilos is 33 pounds, which is it's a good amount of weight for sure. But he's already 220 pounds. Like, for real, he already has an advantage over the women. Oh God, I don't understand why these dudes think that they can get away with this in female sports. I'm sorry, women. Damn it. My bad. That's my bad. Well, here's his doctor advocating why it's okay for him to compete with women. Her. Fuck, I just keep doing
The
it.
people who seem to have the biggest problem with this is male administrators, but the female competitors haven't raised their voices at all.
Lisa Watson knows better than most what Hannah's going through. She's a doctor who specialises in transgender health issues and is also a transgender athlete.
Oh, okay. We got another male athlete here playing with the ladies. Wow, I did it again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to correct myself, you guys. Whatever, though. I don't feel like her opinion is biased. Hey, I said it right that time. But for real, her opinion can't possibly be biased because she was a dude once, just like Hannah, right? Like, she knows what she's talking about. She's smart. I mean, shit, she's like, men are the ones with an issue with this, not women. It's not like women are way nicer than men in general. My God.
Prior to her transitioning, she had a V8 motor powering this big muscle frame. Now she's transitioned and her testosterone level has dropped and her muscle mass has decreased and her strength and stamina has decreased. She's now got a little 4-cylinder engine, so she's actually at a physical disadvantage.
Dr. Watson suspects there are other, more sinister factors at play.
I'm just wondering whether they did not want to have someone like Hannah representing their new league. They wanted a presentable, beautiful female who could be the face of AFLW. A trans woman may not be what they desired.
A trans woman may be not what they desire. No shit. When you have a magazine or a movie, a show come out, you want people who are attractive. People want to watch attractive people, not ugly people. Sorry, it's just the truth. I'm not a fucking model myself, but even I know that when you see something, you're more likely to click on it when there's someone attractive and not someone who looks like, well, her. I'm referring to the doctor. Goes, oh my God. Sorry, that was probably a little too mean. Oh, we're kidding. I don't care. She's fucking ugly. If you paid attention, she also mentions how when she was a dude, not the doctor, she's referring to Hannah there. When Hannah was a dude, he used to have a V8 engine and now has a small V4 engine, which that's obviously not true. Even with like the loss of testosterone, it is minor. It's so fucking small. It really does not make any fucking difference. Obviously, if he were to compete with the boys, he would just get destroyed. But with the ladies, no, he's gonna own that field. That's his territory now, and they just kind of have to go along with it. Well, I have one more part to show you, and I'm going to show you this part because it kind of revolves a personal story with a transgender friend of mine. I just thought it was kind of weird, so here it is.
Were you more attracted to females or males at that
Oh,
point?
yeah, girls for sure. I still am. And that's something people don't really understand, is gender identity and, sexuality, they're completely different.
I thought I would share that part because, I don't know, to me it's just kind of weird that a dude will transition into a woman and not actually be a dude. It's a little weird, but hey, whatever. I get it. Women are way, way prettier than men. A lot nicer than men, too. I have a friend, as I was saying earlier, who actually is transgender now, turned themselves into a woman. Happened while I was away at college. Came back, and they had boobs. We hung out the first time. Her and our other friend, who's also a dude. And while we were there, they just couldn't stop talking about how great their boobs were and how they cried all the time and how much they loved it, which I thought was super fucking weird. I was also surprised to hear that they were dating a woman. I was like, what the fuck? But okay, sure, do this transition thing for nothing. Nothing in my opinion. Sorry, I'm sure to them it meant something, but to me it meant nothing. To me it was just weird and confusing. But I wasn't really upset with my friend at all. We always knew they were kind of weird, so this wasn't a huge surprise. The only thing that bothered me during that whole conversation that we had that day and hanging out was at some point we were talking about something and they called me a cisgender male. That was dumb as hell. That bothered me. I don't actually care if you're transgender unless what you're doing affects other people. Like that level of stupidity or thinking that it's okay for you to compete with biological women. It's not. It's not okay. It's not fair. More women do need to speak up about it. And in case you guys are wondering, yes, my transgender friend does still have a dick. Thanks for watching. You guys be safe out there.